So I had friends that immediately began to take me downtown to Philadelphia to hang out with folks on the street, and that's when I first got to know people who were living in abandoned houses and under bridges and in cars, and they brought the scripture to life for me. All these things I had read about in Sunday school and heard about, like it had new life in it, you know, and these ideas like love your neighbor as yourself begin to keep me up at night. You know, I'm thinking my neighbor's in a cardboard box and it's raining right now. Like, you know, what does that mean? What does love require of me? And so those were questions that were wonderful, and they carried us through, you know, as I'm studying. I like how Karl Barth said we got to read the Bible in one hand, but we need to hold the newspaper in the other, because our faith isn't just about escaping this world. It's about engaging this world and bringing the kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. And so I began to study sociology in one hand and the Bible in the other, and those things have really shaped me to this day of trying to figure out how my faith isn't just a ticket into heaven, but it actually it fuels me to think about the brokenness of the world we live in. Like Martin Luther King, who was at one point accused of being maladjusted, and he embraced the word. He said, "You darn right I'm maladjusted." Like, we live in a world that's become way too adjusted to injustice and to racism and violence. So I think the call that I see, it is a call to be maladjusted people to this world, and to align ourselves with a new imagination that's about love. It's about loving our neighbor. It's about not how much we have, but how much love we can give away, you know, and how we can give our lives for others. Everything's not right in the world, and we've got to wake up. And it's folks like that sort of wake us up, and they invite us to something new. So yeah, it's been said that what the prophets just felt deeply what all of us should feel. You know, like what some of us look like, oh, that shouldn't be that way, but to the prophets it was absolutely. Yeah, it's so problematic and so deeply troubling that they wake us up. And so I think that's what's happening right now, is I think people are waking up, you know, that these injustices are being exposed and people are becoming uncomfortable, you know, like the world doesn't have to be this way. So we really believe at the Simple Way, we believe in dreaming of the world as it could be and not just accepting the world as it is. We do need protest, but we also need this prophetic vision of imagination, that we're not just calling out what's wrong, but we're pointing towards how it can be made right again, and how we can. So I think that's really the call, is to, as my friend Brian McLaren says, we're called to protest, but also to protestify. You know, that we're called to declare what could be, and to say today is the day of, you know, the kingdom. The kingdom is among us. Let's build it.